Hi, my name's Stephanie Smart. I thought I would upload a few slides every day of my Galapagos trip while we're going to the second lockdown, so we can enjoy a few minutes of paradise together every night. So I arrived on San Cristobal, the first island, and this is one of my very first views. Such a beautiful view. You've got a keeping sea lion in the foreground, other sea lions behind. The fishermen were trying to bring in the nets with this trying to work around the sea lions. The people in the picture are the people I was on holiday with. Majority of them I hadn't met before because it was like a singles or and couples holiday. So as I said, I hadn't met anybody before, but we were all there to share the Galapagos experience. A little bit more about how we got there. We travelled from United Kingdom, Britain, all the way to Ecuador. The main flight was a 10-hour flight, and then we stopped in Ecuador 2 nights, and then did a second flight for the final 605 miles to the Galapagos. I went with the tour Exodus, and I went on the trip in Darwin's footsteps. So we basically went around the islands in the same order as Darwin, which I'll talk about more as I get into the slideshow. This was this is when you go with a group. This is the penalty of going with a group. We spent a lot of the time waiting for a lift or hanging around waiting for a guide, standing at our luggage waiting for the next point. But when you're somewhere like the Galapagos, who cares? This was a normal transport system while we were on San Cristobal. Little water taxis taxied you off to the little tiny islands we were visiting. So as I said, we landed in Quito, Ecuador, 605 miles from the Galapagos, which as you can see are those islands there. Quito is the governing body of the Galapagos, so any decision making is made by Ecuador. Just to say, there were about 25,000 people living on the islands, 5 of them inhabited. There's 13 major ones and 5 of them inhabited. I say 25,000, but at a guess there's some illegal people living on the islands as well. In order to live on the islands, you've got to have residency, and it is difficult to get it nowadays. So there we have a picture of the islands. The biggest one is Isabella, which is 62 miles long. Just to say, before I finish this short presentation for today, we started in San Cristobal, we went round to Florentina, onto Isabella, Santa Cruz and out. Amazingly enough, and much to my amazement, there's 2 airports, one at San Cristobal and one at Santa Cruz. We arrived in one airport and out of the other. I'll just quickly say about the red-footed and blue-footed boobies while I'm on this page. The red-footed boobies are only in the Darwin Bay area at the top end of the picture. And we didn't see any of the red-footed boobies, but we did see an awful lot of the blue-footed boobies. If you look at Pinter at the top of the picture, that's where Lonesome George lived, which is a very famous tortoise, which which I'm sure a lot of you have heard about. And finally, if you look towards Ferdinandi, there's the flightless cormorants, which we didn't get to see, but is also famous to the Galapagos. And that's my presentation for today. I'll upload another one tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.